Hello, everybody. It is November 30th. I almost forgot what day it was. That's why I'm doing this video, though, because it's November 30th. And tomorrow is December 1st. And I am working my little tail off, me and my husband, because tomorrow starts Christmas rendered. And it is probably, even though this year's house is smaller than last year's house, it is probably the most exciting because this year we are supporting small business and other designers, and we didn't originally plan on doing that when we first started planning on this all the way back earlier on this year. And uh, it's really been an exciting journey. But this year's is the Grinch, and it's really coming together quite beautifully. It Throughout the home, you'll see like little hints of the Grinch, and I'm excited to see who's going to catch on to those hints first. Um, but I really would love to see you guys share and see what you guys think of the home and how I've put it together and how I've designed it. So I'm excited to see all the excitement starting tomorrow. We are going to be starting with the sitting room, and there will be a VR experience that's going to launch later this week. Tomorrow's reveal will be 3D rendered images and everything that you typically see in my 3D package, and that's for designers as well as my interior clients. So you'll get to kind of experience what a typical 3D rendering experience is. And for the VR experience, that is more of like a luxury experience. So it'll be fun for you guys to see, have a different perspective on that. And as far as what I wanted to talk about mainly today, I wanted to kind of explain more in depth about what we are going to be experiencing over the next month, because I know it's a lot. I've been talking about a ton of things over the last couple months since I've been marketing it. So I want to talk about the bare bones of what it is and what it's become. And then if you have any questions in the comments, as I post the video anywhere where I post it, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, please let me know and I'll answer any of the questions. I do want to let you guys know, first of all, that you can register at any time during the event and get the exclusive daily reminders and newsletter, weekly newsletters for the registered the registered event participants. So it's not like you only have to register during the month of November when it's open. You can register afterwards as well, and you'll be constantly, like, when the daily reminder, you'll also get the previous post. So you'll never miss anything, even if you do register later, which is awesome. And so keep that in mind. If you think, oh, it's too late, it's already November 30th, I've just missed out. You haven't missed out. You can still get that extra entry for registering, and you don't have to actually miss out on any of the posts if you are watching this video later and you're like, oh no, I missed everything. I'm just going to lose out on the giveaways as well. You haven't. You're okay. So when it comes to Christmas rendered, the first thing that will be experienced is the Vlogmas event. I do this every year. Like I said, I started it last year, and that was the main goal. When it comes to my business my blog has what has accelerated my entire business is my blog. I tell other designers this all the time, and I tell my clientele, my blog is what really started my business. So I nurture my blog every year during Christmas time, and I post every single day for Christmas. And that's part of what Christmas Render is a blog post every single day, and it's just inspiration for designers and interior design lovers, home decor, DIYers, whatever the case may be. And you'll just get to see all kinds of fun uh, home decor Christmas inspiration. And I have several lists that are going to be posted, a bunch of roundup list of Christmas inspired uh, DIYs that you can do throughout the month of December. I actually have one that's completely Grinch inspired, and it's fun. It's a really long list of just fun and Grinch inspired uh, gifts and DIY things that you can do with the kids, and some of them are even like adult fun things that you can do. So that's going to be cool. And so it's just every single day we post a blog post, and you'll get constantly inspired every day. So you want to make sure you register for that. And then not only is it a Vlogmas event, but it's also an interactive and virtual reality event. So that's where the virtual reality comes in. Like last year, I'll I'll be walking you through the virtual reality, and you can also walk through it yourself. Uh, and use you can use your VR glasses if you want, whatever. Um, and walk through the home yourself. Each week we will be doing a different part of the home for the VR. Um, and the fun little trick to it is you actually, if you preview one part of the home, you might, in the open spaces, you might see the next part of the home for the next week. So keep an eye on that. That's just a fun little hint. Um, but so every week there's a new part of the home that'll be revealed. And just always look out for fun little hints of the Grinch and the next part of the home. You never know. But also, there's also another part of it that is where we'll be featuring small businesses and designers throughout the country. There is several designers that I've had the privilege of befriending that will be featuring their businesses. Two of which will be featuring their businesses, and two of which uh, we will be having as guest bloggers on our blog. So, and then we'll also have small businesses that we will be, and I'll talk about that more in depth, and I'll talk about all this more in depth in a minute when I show my slide. Is my father's small business, Granny Clampetts, and there'll be several of those items that you will find throughout Christmas Rendered. All the small businesses that we will be highlighting, their products are within Christmas Rendered, the home. And I mentioned that in the blog post, but I want to reiterate here that none of these small businesses wanted this as advertisement. They didn't pay me or anything. I like myself source these products out myself for them to come into Christmas Rendered and be highlighted with the home, because I love their products so much, and they're just genuinely great people, and I'm friends with all of them, and so I wanted to highlight them as a small business and help them out this way this year, because I think it's important as designers for us to work with small businesses, especially this year, given the climate when it comes to having to work with trade and retail and all this stuff. It's just a nightmare. And so why not just work with what you got here and figure out how to source within your hometown or within someone within the states here. So that's something I'm really passionate about, and that's why I wanted to include that here with Christmas Rendered. So let's go ahead and meet some of the small businesses and designers we'll be highlighting, and then we will let you go and register. So let's see. Okay, so first we have the businesses from Granny Clampetts, my father's store. So we have Joseph Jenkins, that's my father, my lovely father. He is the owner of Granny Clampetts. That is an antique store located in Pilot Mountain. And we will be featuring several of his antiques and crafted items within Christmas Rendered. And then we have Steve Smith. He is my wonderful great uncle, and he's also quite the artisan. And we will be featuring his furniture that is made by hand out of wood and iron pipes, and they are beautiful crafted. I have some of those pieces within my own home, and I wanted to feature them this year. His pieces actually in my father's store is actually what inspired me to work with small businesses, because the pieces work so beautifully within the modern pieces that I have in my own home. So I was like, more designers should do that. So that's really why we transcended into this new underlying theme within Christmas Render. And so the next small businesses will be Heather with Modern Comforts. And this is a line that she has created out of her own interior design firm. And it is a beautiful line because she's created it out of the desire of creating several like cohesive patterns out of different color lines. That way, nobody has to worry about anything not going together, but you can actually create a cohesive environment within your home. So it's a great mission that she has. And then Janice with Say It With a Note. And I saw her pieces on a Facebook group that I'm on, and she's a fellow designer as well. And I just love her little mission because it is to bring back the actual, like, writing a note to somebody, like a letter. And her notes are so great and artistic because it's photography that she's actually taken herself. And she has a great passion for photography, and she puts these on note cards, and it's just, she has the desire just to bring back that handwritten feeling of saying it with a note. And I just think that's great. So we'll be featuring her. And then for our design post, our guest post for the holidays, we'll be having Jeanette, which is actually a really, she's a great friend of mine and a designer that I work with on a very regular basis for rendering work. And she is lovely. I love working with her. She's just fun to be around. And she's been interior designer for several years now, and she is so ahead of her game when it comes to working with bringing different textures and antiques together. And the post that she's created is going to be gorgeous. I can't wait for you guys to see it. The look that if you've been following me on Instagram, I've put a few little sneak peeks for you guys to see, but the tablescape that she showed today, I couldn't stand it. I was like, oh. And Rachel Beeman, she is a good friend of mine and decorator that I met over the blog Familia that I have. And she is a very talented decorator. And she will also be doing a holiday post for us. And let me stop my share. But then, now my lighting went crazy. Okay, there I am. That is basically all that we will be experiencing when it comes to Christmas rendered, and it is going to be a jam-packed month, and I am so excited. It is starting tomorrow, and I cannot believe it's starting tomorrow, but it is going to be so exciting. I will post this video everywhere so you guys can see it. If you haven't registered, please do so. while you have the chance. And um, don't forget that it's not, just a through November thing. You can always register. And also, don't forget the giveaways as well. I forgot to mention the giveaways. You want to share the event and make sure you tag me, or my company page, what have you, if you share on Facebook or anything like that. So that way I know. And also, you want to comment on those blog posts. Make sure you comment on the blog post, and I'll get notifications. That way, you get an extra entry. And also, you register, like I mentioned, you make sure you register. And also, you can tweet and do all that stuff as well. So, any way you share, you can get an entry, register, or comment. And so, the giveaways are fantastic this year. I'm actually giving away my largest Etsy package, which is the Ready Packet, and it's normally $75, and it's already a great deal. It's like $150 worth of items in there, anyways. And I'm giving that away on top of a t-shirt and a logo rebrand and everything else for the largest giveaway. So the largest giveaway is worth on up to $400 this year. And I've never given away something so large. And so I'm really excited to do that. And on top of that, I'm giving away all these small giveaways for template gift cards and many, many other things. So make sure you take a look at the website for that. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And I hope you guys have a very blessed holidays. And I hope to see you around for Christmas rendered. Bye, y'all.